Right. Right. You know what I'll do? While we're getting started, while we're waiting for people to join, I'll have a look at the stuff. Have a look at our scouting situation, which is not looking good, Brev. Got one scout. To be fair, it's not that bad for this sort of level. What's happening, Aidan? How are we? Very good, very nice. I've got 3 spaces, so I was live yesterday as well, Jack. Don't come in here with that nonsense. Yeah, I'm all good, thanks, Aidan. Oh, look at me. I'm a streamer now. I'm a streamer now. How you finding it, Jack? Yeah. I don't know what you're streaming on either, but when I started out streaming, I started on Twitch. Obviously, TikTok weren't really a thing, streaming on TikTok especially weren't a thing. So, like 90% of this time, you were just streaming to nobody as well. So you're sort of having to just talk to nobody, which is the most difficult part. It's a bit different these days with TikTok because there's always somebody popping in and out of the stream and whatnot. Generally, it's easier to get seen on TikTok, isn't it? So, I've smashed up headsets and controllers playing FIFA on stream before, and to be fair, I'm not. I don't. I'm since coming back to streaming, I haven't really been swearing. I just say the odd word here and there, but my God, that was not the same as before. I'm only really not because of the because of it going on YouTube as a VOD, basically. No worries, Aidan. Why were you saying things that you shouldn't be saying or something? Some people are right funny though on Twitch and stuff. Like about certain words that you say. Like people get funny about the word retard. Like it's a word. Grow up. People are like snowflakes about some stuff. And I'm just like, you know what? I just couldn't give a shit. Exactly, Connor. Oh no. Let me go and report Connor because he called me a retard. Oh no. Yeah, but for Jack, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Who should I sign for Crystal Palace? The whole team, mate. Rebuild the whole club while you're there and change the name. So I cannot stand Crystal Palace. Got any recommendations for a save? Is that happening, Bradley? Hang on, is that? Oh, I know. Bradley. Fucking Brad. I know who it is now. I just realised who it was. It's happening, Brad. How are we, fella? I'm not bad, thanks, mate. How are you? Save recommendations. What sort of league are you thinking? Oh, nice. At least you can. Yeah, Bradley Edwards this time. Thank you for the follow on TikTok, mate. At least you can actually get a job in that industry, Brad. I don't know whether you've spoke to your sister recently, but I cannot. Sign Ethan Mbappe for 7 million is useless. I always find him, but Ethan Mbappe is a bit of a slow burner on this one. It takes a while to get going, and then when he does, he gets really good. Unknown, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. I'm on my fourth season with Burnley. Got UCL football now, but only have like 15 to 12 million to spend on the centre back. I don't know whether he'll still be as cheap as he was at the start, but have a look at Christopher Cups. He's usually like 5 mil with a release clause at the start of the game, and he's generally pretty decent. Yeah, it's crap, in it, Brad? It is rubbish. I've literally not worked in last place I worked back was eServe for about 4 months, 3 or 4 months, and that was over a year ago now. And literally just can't get anything. Best winger is visually from Mallorca. I don't know who that is. What game is that? It is FM26, and we are currently getting absolutely slapped by Leyton Orient for some reason. I'm doing right, thanks, Callum. How are you? Who should I sign for Aston Villa? Who should you sign for Aston Villa? Who did I sign? I can't remember who my first signing was. I think it obviously depends what sort of formation you're going with, but you can kind of go with a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 with Villa and not really need anyone. But I think I'd always look at getting a better striker or another striker at least over Ollie Watkins. 21s can't find a single job. Mine's just more the industry that I work in because the government are dicks. Oh, we've got all this oil in the North Sea, but you know what? We won't drill our own. We'll just buy it from elsewhere. Knobs. I know one Leyton Orient player, Sean Clare, former Hearts player. He's the right back. Well, I don't know what's going on here, by the way. We were doing pretty well yesterday, and then all of a sudden we've come on and getting absolutely battered in the first game. Not an ideal start. We had a fight yesterday. What, between a couple of kids? I'm assuming. Can we at least get a goal back, please? Christ alive. Here, go have a pen and they started fighting. Oh dear. Thank you for the likes on TikTok, boys. Appreciate yous. Why are we playing so bad? Have I got the curse of turning the game off and on again? They're 8 to 10 years, and it's like, what, an 8 to 10-year-olds are fighting? What is going on here? Why are we losing? 4-0? Oh, right, okay. How am I 4-0 down to Leyton Orient? Goalkeeper. Oh, are we going to maybe get a goal back? Sure, this will make all the difference. No, we're just going to shoot from absolutely miles out. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that. Absolutely love that. Got promoted back to back with Dagenham. Andy Carroll, 118th minute winner in the playoff final scenes. Andy Carroll. There's a man who never got the best out of his career. Ready to do my transfer window, but I know it's going to take ages. Yeah, but buying players is the best thing. That's what makes it exciting. Makes it fun. He got to his very best under my wing. I can't believe we've just beaten 4-0 by Leyton Orient. Thank you for the follow, Saul. Currently doing an online FM with my mates. I'm Villa and I'm top of the league. Sold Tielemans. Yeah, you always get offers for Tielemans in the first season from the Saudi clubs. Excuse me. Went to Saudi for 70 mil. Yeah. Who have you brought in to replace him, or have you not yet? No, with Saudi or Inter. I think I ended up keeping him on when we did the Villa stream on the Villa save on the stream. I think we kept him for the first season and then sold him in the second. Or did I keep him? I can't remember. I definitely kept him for a little bit longer than I usually do. Because I was kind of regretting it because I didn't have any money. They just come in and absolutely buy your whole team. They literally will just come in and buy your whole team and mess everything up. Where's my new player that I bought yesterday? Oh, I took the wrong one off. Whoops. We'll put Gale out there. And we'll put Dalby up front. Currently a lone player called Sukic, a Slovakian centre mid, 23-year-old from Italy. I don't think I know who that is. soon as you have a semi-decent prospect who's doing well, they'll bid 700 million. You have to say yes. No, they don't, though. That's the problem. They don't bid as much as you want, ever. Or maybe they do eventually, but it's usually only one of them, isn't it? Isn't it usually just Al Hilal that come in? When they come in, everyone's rattled because they'll know they'll get bananas amounts of money. A lot of the time they'll come in, and a lot of them they're not too bothered about. And then someone like Al Hilal or Al Ali will come in and they'll be like, oh, I'll stay, but you have to give me 300 grand a week. And you're like, sick. And how am I going to do that when I'm frigging Aberdeen? Well, that's a slightly better start than the last game. You play Man United on my birthday? Who do you support, Alexander? Just trying to sign a Manzambi. I've not signed Manzambi on this game. I've only looked at him a couple of times and he didn't look that good. The one or two times I've seen him available, and then other times I've seen him at Arsenal and he looks ridiculous. Is it free this? Not as far as I'm aware. It probably will be at some point on like Epic Games or something like that. I actually don't know how much it is at the moment. Thank you for the follow though, Trains. Hearts. You are a Hearts fan. I did assume after the first comment. Are you from Edinburgh or from Scotland? Is it free on Xbox Game Pass? Oh, it's free on Game Pass. Well, I mean, if it's on Game Pass, it's not really free, is it? Because you still have to pay over Game Pass. But I guess on PS, you can pay £13 a month to get it from PS Plus. Yeah, it has been on there since release. To be fair, because that's where I played it on for the first month or so. From Poland, but I live in Edinburgh. Fair enough. Do you support a Polish team as well? Yeah, Stephen Dunn, thank you for the follow on TikTok. Appreciate you. Recently just started playing FM this year. I've played it for years and years and years, but like I'd probably only really say I've got like really into it over like the last 3 or 4 years maybe. I don't know. I've always gone through phases of playing it loads. But like FIFA was always like my main game, so Polish football's bad in your opinion. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. What happened with your Villa save? I just stopped streaming. So I think we had like 2 or 3 games left of the season, or we were right at the end of the season, and I just thought I was gonna finish. Like I weren't gonna carry it on past that season anyway, just because I was getting a little bit bored of it. I only sort of did the Villa save just because it was something easy and something I knew, being a Villa fan, just like to start with the live streams, and just that final day I'd stream. The final stream was just not a good stream at all, and I wanted to get it finished the season to then start something new, and I just never got it finished. And then when I hadn't streamed for like 3 or 4 weeks, or probably even longer, and I was just like, it just doesn't make sense to go back and spend an hour on finishing the season just to then start another save. So I just left it. Need a new single save to do. Maybe try one of the promoted clubs or something. I was doing a Leicester save and I had minus points. I got to 7. I got to 7, 1 point. Oh, got to 7th. I'm assuming that means 1 point off players and got sacked. Really? What were they expecting? Miracles. How much of a points deduction did you get? You're in the UCL final right now. Good luck, mate. Who are you in it? You're on -5. I mean, -5 isn't that much of a difference, is it, to be fair? Guys, if you do like Football Manager content, make sure to go head over to my YouTube, Super Sammy Players, and drop a subscribe over there. It'd be much appreciated. Yo, Kai and Bobby, thank you for the follows. Appreciate yous. Norwich won the league. Things that'll never happen. PSG done a journeyman save and started at Wigan. How long has it taken you to get from Wigan to PSG? Points deductions are bad. I remember I had -25 with Derby and FM22 in administration. Yeah, but that's like a big points deduction. 25. 5 isn't too bad. I mean, it's not ideal, obviously, especially when you're going for the league. But what's happening, Kai? How we doing? You're on -15. Now that makes more sense. I've took my other defensive midfielder off the pitch. You love FM content. Love that. Doing a Dorking Wanderers save right now, currently 13th in the championship. Nice. Somebody else yesterday was saying that that they were doing a Dorking stream. I can't remember who it was though. Oh, there you go, Callum. I knew somebody mentioned it yesterday. Can I give match updates? What do you mean of every game that you play? When does FM27 come out? It's usually around the end of October, November time, isn't it? FM. Although I'm not really sure because obviously we didn't have one for like 2 years, so I'm not entirely sure. I've not actually even looked for anything on FM27, so. Oh my god, what a goal. When I'm playing and when someone's score, I can put it in chat. I mean, maybe don't give us every time you score a goal. That's probably a bit excessive, but I mean, you feel free to let us know how you get on in each game. We're using, well, it's basically a 4-2-3-1, but with wing backs, so it kind of looks a little bit off, but What FM should I do? What do you mean? Like what actual game, or do you mean ideas for a save? Doing a new Newton, is that Newton Grange? S- Newton Grange Star, ninth tier of Scottish football in FM24. Christ, that is low down. Are they what are they? Is that like Highland League or Lowland League? Ideas for a save. Who did I tell someone to do yesterday? Tamworth. If you want a lower league one, there you go. Do Tamworth or Motherwell in the Scottish League. Or if you want a bit of a challenge, Sheffield Wednesday is always a good one because of the points deduction. Thank you for the follow as well, mate. You could do like a Valencia one where they start massively in debt. Oh, it's even lower than that. Gosh, it might have been a league that I played in when I lived in Scotland. How's this game still going, by the way? Every time it looks like it's about to be over, somebody scores a goal. You know, like the elevator business. Full of ups and downs. Could almost say it's wrong on so many levels. Team rebuild with a struggling Scottish Premiership team, maybe. There you go. Motherwell. I'll do Sheffield Wednesday or Valencia. Good luck. I am planning on doing a Valencia save at some point fairly soon. For my YouTube series, though. It won't be on live. Gonna do a Blackpool save. Appreciate that, Morris. You too. Well, that was a slightly better result than the Leyton Orient one, weren't it? We also did a Bochum save in Bundesliga 2 and won the league in the first season. Nice. I've not done that many saves, this year. I really haven't. The only one I've done in Germany was with Frankfurt. Even two players in my save were in the wrong kit. I love how the game gives you multiple goalkeepers. I probably need to do another German save at some point. I definitely need to do an Italian save. I haven't done one in Italy in the longest time ever, honestly. Did I click on... Can you recommend a new save I should do? I should just have a list of them, shouldn't I? What I'll rattle off, because the amount of times I get asked that when I stream is unreal. If you want a lower league one, do Tamworth. If you want one with a challenge, you could do Sheffield Wednesday because of the points deduction. If you want to do one a little bit different, you could do Motherwell in Scotland. If you want one with massive financial difficulties, you could do Valencia. Um, who else did we say? Oh, go on, Sheehan. Thank you for the follow, Max. Appreciate that. Yeah, you could do Leicester and get them back to the Prem. Although I think getting Leicester back to the Prem will be a better one next season, especially with them getting relegated. Schalke would be good with Karius and Dzeko. Getting Schalke back to the top, or like I don't know. The French one's a little bit difficult because the struggle to beat PSG. I mean, you could do like a Saint Etienne or something. Do Aberdeen rebuild and try and win the UEL with them? I did a YouTube series with Man United with Aberdeen, sorry, where the whole goal of it was to win the Champions League with Aberdeen. I did 76 episodes. It took me. You did a Paris FC one. Watch your YouTube channel. I'm an Aberdeen fan. It is Super Sammy Plays on YouTube. Took me quite a while to do that, did. What country's Aberdeen? In Scotland. It's where I lived for 12 years of my life. Do you want us to leave a club you've been in for a while? I don't, right? I don't find it difficult to I don't find it difficult to leave a club in that I've been at for a while, but I find it hard to stay interested when I've then gone to a new club. When I'm 10 seasons into a game or something. Why did I live in Aberdeen? Because I worked in the oil industry. Because I worked in oil and gas. Well, I still would be trying to as well if freaking government didn't screw it all up. I moved to Aberdeen when I was 19. A long time ago. Well, we certainly started these last two games slightly better. It's a chance of sending you in Union Street. I live in Aberdeen too. How old are you then, Kai? I've been back down here for the last 4 years now, I think. I moved back down to the Midlands in like 2022. In my Leicester side, Louis Pay scored 19 goals. I saw him. He was one of the top players for me to try and get for starting with Bolton. I've seen him a few times, to be fair, but I've never actually bought him. You were born in Aberdeen? Nice. Never been to Scotland. I live in Wales, but want to see Scotland. Whereabouts in Wales are you from, T? The north. Aberdeen's nice. I lived in Inch, like like towards from the second. I basically lived in Aberdeen town centre for like 5 years, and then lived in Inch for like 6 or 7, which is like 45 minutes north of Aberdeen. Dundee's a shithole though. Fatawu scored 25. Where did I see Fatawu on my other save? I definitely saw him at like a PSG or something like that. He was just a bit stupid. I am in the East of Scotland Division 1. Nice. East of Scotland Division 1. What a name. Go on then. 4-0. Scoring goals for fun. All of a sudden. Four of my players have a bruised toe on the Watford save. They've all been kicking the life out of each other. Keeps getting to the end of games and then all of a sudden scoring an absolute load of goals. I was going to make some subs, but it's almost too late now, isn't it? I'm back on FM24. 26 was a flop. Don't think 27 will be much better. I don't think 26 was a flop at all. I think you're a flop if you're going back to FM24. I don't know how you could go back to FM24. I also don't think 26 was remotely a flop either. Like, don't get me wrong. I know it's had its issues, and there's still obviously some stuff wrong with it and needs fixing and updating and whatnot. But it's really not as bad as people make out. Just seeing Fataway to Stuttgart in my second season, Leicester save, but I'm at Watford. I'm sure he went to I'm sure it was PSG or something. He was at somebody stupid on one of my other saves. What round is this? This the third. It's FA. No, the EFL Cup, isn't it? Third round. Luke Shaw's out with a fractured ankle. Shock. Imagine we're not Man United out. That would be fun. In my Villa Online save, I've signed a striker called Kai George. Yeah, I know who you're on about there. He was on my Aberdeen save. He ends up at Celtic. So I looked at him. I can't remember which save it was now. I looked at him on another save though. Never actually bought him in the end, but imagine we're not Man United out of the cup. They are playing some of their youngsters. Although I know the stadium's right and everything, but they've got the tunnel in the wrong place. The tunnel's in the corner, and I'm pretty sure there's not. I'm pretty sure there's not stairs there. The tunnel in the at Old Trafford's in the corner, isn't it? So we can get a shock win, even if they are playing a few of their youngsters. We got much transfer news happening today. Oh my word. There's nearly a wonder goal. Josh Xerxes of all people. Why is Discord all of a sudden starting getting like real funky with its notifications? You kept telling me when people was online the other day. Someone said I was online. Message them. I'm alright, thanks. Josh Xerxes, what are we doing? What's happening, Paolo? Is this an online save? It is not. It is just a normal save. Come on, we'll tell him it was pathetic. See if we can inspire some sort of a comeback. Online's a boogie. Yes, sir. I can boogie. What's the paper saying today? Or BBC Sports? What's their gossip saying today? I've not done an online saving forever because I just find like having to be online or wait for each other to sort of do stuff is just like it's just long, man. Maybe not so bad if you're a little bit younger, but people my age to get people all on at the same time, no chance. Man City are closing in on Buwadi. There's loads of talk of us signing Hendrick a couple of days ago, and now all of a sudden it seems to have gone quiet. Penalty, for God's sake. This has been a little bit of a disaster. Xerxes for the hat trick. I mean, you're just going to have to stay on at this point. Not ideal. Hopefully it was a big payday for us, though. From the ticket sales, at least. What a cross. Xerxes has scored 4 goals against us. What is going on? Can we get this game over with, please? Oh my God. Do we run out of steam in the last 10 minutes or something? Because all of it, there seems to be loads of goals in the last 10 minutes of every game. Literally every game. They've scored 4 goals in the last 10 minutes. Disgraceful performance that was. Absolutely disgraceful. So Northampton up next. Actually, let's have a quick look. Oh, hello. Nico plays. Live. What are we saying? The difference in gate receipts this month to last month. Because of that one match. Mad. Mad thing. Yeah, I got loads of air now. Not bad, thanks. How are you? Good. You still streaming these days? You still RPing? I haven't been on Twitch in I just don't go on Twitch at all anymore. Give me a save, please. I'm really struggling for one. Where are you thinking? Like in England or somewhere abroad or? Somewhere in Europe. You could do Valencia, where they start with loads of like massively in debt. So you could try and do that, or you could do like Deportivo La Coruña and try and get them back to La Liga, which they are in real life. You could do like Parma or Schalke. Thing is, it's having like something to play as well. I find it's the most difficult thing. And obviously, it's a bit different if you've got the RP to go back to, but mad chill weird stuff. I literally don't play anything other than this, and I'm literally playing this just for content. If I'm not like, well, I was streaming and then I stopped streaming again, and then I've come back, but like I'm literally just playing this to do what because I'm to make it. I've been doing YouTube videos for Football Manager for the last 3 or 4 months or something. So other than League of Legends, I've never played that. Way too nerdy for me, that is. Yo, Vahity, Devahity. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. Play some of the Batman games. Obviously, you know what? The other day I was thinking, I was like, what can I do? Like, what sort of games can I play that like people might like to watch on like YouTube or something, like run throughs? Because I thought about doing like a run through of the new campaign for the new Gears of War, and like putting that on my YouTube. I'm just like, I just don't know. I find it awkward doing stuff that I'm not like that I don't know sort of like the ins and outs of, like a game that I'm new to. So like FIFA and stuff, fine. I know what I'm talking about with that sort of game. But then I looked at doing, what was that, Subnautica. I looked at doing that and putting that on there, and it was around the time that my PC was crashing all the time, so I never did it in the end. But I basically spent like an hour just swimming about, no idea what I was doing. I'm like, this will be crap for people to watch on YouTube because I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. It's not like I was playing it with anybody else, so it was like there was a bit of banter there. I never played it again after that. What I played it for an hour, recorded it, PC crashed, never played it again. Of course, these have scored, by the way, with their only shot. New James Bond game 007, like, it's been out for a bit though, isn't it now? I feel like these sorts of games, like for YouTube purposes and stuff, you need to sort of be like on them as soon as they come out, but I've just never been one to that plays loads of different sorts of games. For the longest time, the only games I did play was Call of Duty and FIFA. and maybe a little bit of Football Manager here and there. I was having a look on the on the Game Pass yesterday to see if there was anything I could download, and I just didn't see anything that tickled me fancy. So then I was thinking, oh, I could go back and play like old games. Maybe that'd be interesting. Like, because I've still got a load of PS4 games under my bed. But I don't know. I don't know. How are we still losing this game, by the way? Holy moly. Wait, Schalke. Schalke are in the second division of German football. Or maybe like, is it HSV? Hamburger? I think I can see why we haven't scored any goals in this one. 3 shots on target. Can't believe we're about to lose this. Oh my word, what a goal. 22 shots to 7, and we've lost 2-0. Sick. Is that Damien Duff manager as well? To be fair, we're still only 3 points behind the league leaders. Oh, little do you know, Damien. Little do you know. I would send them out to snap your players in half. Where are these up next? 16th. 16th? You're going to do Coventry. You said Europe. When you said Europe, I didn't think you meant English leagues. Probably not going to get him, but I'm going for Wharton on loan. I mean, go for it, mate. You'll never know unless you try. Yeah, we'll postpone it. We want to be at full strength, don't we? Should I play on my console or my laptop? Laptop. Laptop version is always better. Or PC version, anyway. Right, can we get back to winning here, please? Try and get ourselves back up to the top of the league. Go on, Sissoko. Oof. Oof. Not the Sissoko. Up the Burstow. Doing a bit better, thank God. Can we get João Felix on for Bolton? I don't think we can, unfortunately. As much as I'd like that, I've got a number 10 role for him, just sitting there waiting with his name on the back of a shirt. I don't think he'll come to us though. Maybe that can be the goal of this save. Can we sign João Felix before he retires? Yo, Sol, thank you for sharing the live, mate. Appreciate that. Can you skip? What do you mean, can I skip? First season of the save? Yes, mate. Not too far into it either, to be fair. No. Uh-oh. Comeback's on. What's happening, golf fan? How we doing, fella? Yeah, I'm all good, thank you, mate. I'm all good. Just trying to get Bolton back to the big leagues. Yo, Jack, thank you for the like on TikTok, mate. Appreciate you. If you are watching on YouTube, do me a favour and drop a like on the live. Be much appreciated. If you're watching on TikTok and you like YouTube stuff, head over to the YouTube and drop a subscribe. Be much appreciated. Doing videos currently on a Deportivo La Coruña save. Yo, Sol, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, mate. Drop to follow on TikTok. Follow my FM26 streamer. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that. I'll have a look later on. Give you a follow back, mate. Yeah, check you out. Checking it out. Well, we got another win again. So that's nice. What is this trophy? Is this the EFL trophy? Johnson's Paint Trophies. What I remember this being called. Maybe just do a full rotation. 'Cause I mean, maybe not full rotation. Is that everyone? No, centre backs. We haven't got backup centre backs. I think I've only got one backup centre back, which is a slight issue. Oh. Not really sure what to expect from this one. I don't even know what league Oldham are in these days. Any football on tonight? No. Champions League qualifying. And then we get the Villa playing tomorrow in the Super Cup. No, it's not even any League 2 on tonight, apparently. Sign Rory McConville. Who does he play for? This is FM26. I know the category says 24, but it is 26. I'll have a look for him in a sec. Oh, Oldham are League 2. Oh. I thought you were on about me saying, is there any football on tonight? Plays for Norwich. I'll have a look in a sec. I think I know who he is. Is he who I'm thinking of? No. Maybe it's not. I can't remember. Not sure I'll be able to get him in. Get him in for Bolton. Maybe if I get promoted. I don't know. Depends if he actually plays for them or not, I suppose, doesn't it? My centre back went on a mad run then. He's my brother. Is he actually? I'm in League One, mate. Still in League One. We've not actually played that much of the season yet. Just got knocked out of the League Cup, getting absolutely slapped by Man United. We're still, I don't know where we are in the league, actually. I need to have a look. We were 3 points off the league going into the last game, and we won the last game. So, I mean, we should still be up there somewhere. How do you pronounce your name, by the way? Iodin. Because I'm assuming it's Irish, which means it'll definitely not be. It'll definitely not sound like how it looks. It'll be like Owen or something. Yo, Chris, thank you for the follow, mate. Appreciate you. It is long, in it, man. Especially when you start getting like when you do all the cup matches and whatnot. My name is pronounced Aiden. I can see that. He's pronounced Rory. Got ya. I should have been able to work that out, really, looking at it, shouldn't I? How's everyone got like such good ratings here when we're only winning 1-0? Oh, I'm sure you have, mate. You have any tips for not getting bored in England? It's worse, isn't it, as well, like in the lower leagues, just because there's just so many games. I mean, you could simulate matches to try and speed it up a little bit, but I feel like the more you simulate, the more you're going to actually, like, the less interested you are. I don't like constantly do like lower league saves. Like I'll do one and then not do another one for quite a while. So maybe that's the tip of not getting bored. Just do one and then go and do something somewhere else just to keep it fresh. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I completely agree. Like when you're simulating just like whole seasons and stuff, you're just really not involved too much, are you? I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have because I'm pretty sure I sent it to my mate, being like, "Oh my god, what a goal!" Like you just don't see them on this game, do you? I've seen them like attempted a couple of times. Like they don't get actually scored many. Well, you don't see them scored very often, and you don't see them attempted too often. But when you do, I'm like, oh my god, get proper excited for it. I mean, to be fair, they don't exactly happen that much in real life, do they? So I tried one in real life in a game, and I started laughing before I'd even come down. Ended up completely missing the ball in the end. Like I went up for it, and I just started laughing. Like I just knew that people would be laughing. And then I completely missed the ball and people were laughing. Yeah, thank you for the likes on TikTok. That was a long time ago, though. I think if I try one these days, you know what? I was playing football with my little nephew the other day. I took him over. I took him out to play football, right? And he was like, "Oh, let's go over on the cage." So we're playing on like a football cage. And he's like, "Can you do a bicycle kick?" I'm like, "Are you joking? We've been playing on grass, and now you're asking me to do a bicycle kick on frigging concrete." Mate, I was laughing before. Never mind everybody else. How long do you spend on a tactic roughly? Um, I don't know. So, because sometimes I'll make one and it might not work, but I might go, oh, I could see that there was like it just needs a couple of tweaks here and there or something. But I will be honest, I am not the best at making tactics. Like there is one that I've got that I'm using for my Deportivo series that I'm currently doing on YouTube. If you're not following on YouTube, subscribe over there. You Soap Summer Blaze, be much appreciated. And it's like in certain aspects it's pretty good, but then we've also not won the league, so it's just like, I mean, to be fair, that's the money side of things in Spain's difficult as well because of obviously because of the squad registration cap for the wages. Doing a Livingston saving, no matter what I do, it seems not to work. Seems to not work. It's I don't know. I've had times work really well, but then like I had an Aberdeen series and I was expecting to like do well in Europe, and then like as soon as you get to a team where you think, I remember getting beat by Benfica twice in the Champions League, like the knockout round, the first knockout round, and your team just went to pot. They just like absolutely crumbled, and I'm like, well, is this the tactic or is this the team? Sometimes it's hard to tell. I think yeah, for lower league stuff, you're generally supposed to keep it a bit more simple. I think a lot of the time though as well, I don't know whether you guys are the same as me, where you get so carried away in buying like unbelievable youngsters, you end up with like a really young squad without really realizing it. Because unless you're starting at a big team with a lot of money, it's hard to go and just spend hundreds of millions on players without them being young. Does that make sense? Like players that are already well known are obviously already going to be expensive, aren't they? So then you end up buying youngsters, and then you end up having a really young team. In the lower league, no one wants to come unless you offer them 5 times the wage they've already got. I've not really. I don't know whether I've done a lower league save on this game. I can't remember if my Tamworth one was on this one or FM24. I've got a feeling it was on FM24. Created to own a Uruguay team in Spanish. Created and own a Uruguay team in Spanish third division, and the editors are so hard coded. It makes it so much fun. How did you get away with Or how did you get around the? Do you not need like have to have Spanish players, or have you managed to code that out of it in the editor, or like bypass it in the editor? Thought about doing that with Stoke, within it, like, but only using English players for Stoke or British players. which is slightly different. Oh, right, okay. Because that's one thing that I struggle with on in with my Deportivo save that I'm doing at the moment is that only allowed 3 non-EU players. Seems to be like a lot of good Colombians, and I ended up signing 2 Colombian right backs, and I can't. One of them's homegrown now, to be fair, but the other one I can't get him in the team because I've got Christopher Coops at centre back, who's an American. I've bought Morgan Rogers from Villa, who's obviously English, so classed as non-EU, and then I signed another Brazilian centre back. Yeah, I try not to mess with the editor too much unless it's like specifically something like my sidemen charity match that I did, which is obviously that required a lot of working the editor. We get another one before half time. Oh, what a goal! I also had created a team in Germany from a region only there. It works because they all have second. Oh, right, okay. I've not really done anything like that. Yeah, that'd keep you interested for quite a while, wouldn't it? I was thinking for my next YouTube series after I've done this Deportivo one, I'm thinking I'm thinking I might do like a draft, but I need to work out how I'm going to do it and just like do it like to just draft every single player, or do I pick like the top 20 players and then draft them so they're all split up, so like at least every team gets one good player. I need to work out how I'm going to do it. It's going to take a lot of effort to get it started, at least, anyway. Or yeah, what happened to the Villa save? And I went to tune in for a while. Well, I haven't been live for a while, so I just started something new because I hadn't streamed for like 4 or 5 weeks or something, and I was just like I was kind of planning on finish the Villa save at the end of the season that we were in. Um, so I was just like, there's no point going back to it and just to finish that season to then start something new. So I was like, let's just start something new now. I also drafted with a nation spin the wheel. Well, that's what I was thinking too. Like I was thinking about basically drafting a full Premier League and then simulating it for like 10 years and see how people got on. This is my first season, mate. I just need to figure out the ins and outs of how I'm going to do it because it's going to take like a lot of work to initially do all the drafting side of things. But I think it'd be quite interesting to see. See, because it should really throw up some different league winners and stuff. Because you could even draft the managers as well. Yeah, yeah. I was just thinking for like a different sort of video rather than like one that's following me through season by season. I thought it'd be like a good sort of thing that maybe even like a one-off video I could do on the old YouTube where I just draft each team and then just simulate it and see what happens over the course of 10 seasons or 20 seasons or whatnot. Right, we're back up to second in the league anyway after 12 played. Leyton Orient to top after they absolutely clapped us. I wouldn't be doing it like that though, would I? With the nations, it'd be every player basically. So that's what it'll take. The time we'll be setting up a wheel spin with every player. I'll probably need to do it via position to make sure. Obviously, every team's got basically the required players in positions. I'm just wondering where do I just put every player on the same playing field so you could end up with a team like imagine like Burnley ended up picking up Saliba and um Haaland and Bruno Fernandes, or do you separate those players so that every team is guaranteed one player? I think it's probably better to put everyone on a level playing field and just see if it does work out. So someone gets a ridiculous team. Yeah, I think it'd be good. I think it'll just take a lot of time to set up. Because obviously to separate all those players, that is going to be a lot of players. Because like, where do you stop as well in terms of the players? Like, do you only do like obviously if you start getting it like I'm not going to do under 21s and stuff because that'll take forever. But I guess I maybe just need to go through and select every singles. Just it just take a lot of time to go through it and separate it all, and then actually go through and move everyone about as well. What's happening, Alfie? It has been a while. Which mode you use before game for the formation graphic? What do you mean? Oh, which mod? I haven't. The only mods I've got like mods for like player faces and the stadium pack and stuff, but I've not got any other mods on for the formations and stuff, or I haven't got a different skin on or anything. No, I haven't got anything else on. Maybe, I don't know. Are you on console? Maybe. No, I don't know then. Maybe it's the league or something, so it looks different. Do you mean on this screen, or do you mean before I go into a game? The graphics before the game starts. Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That'll be because of the league. It's because the English leagues are all licensed, aren't they, this year? Well, I think actually most of them were anyway, but obviously the Premier League is as well. That'll just be just because it's licensed. No mod required. Thank you for the likes on TikTok, up to 3,000 now. Appreciate you guys. As we were just talking about all the YouTube stuff, if you do like watching Football Manager content on YouTube, go give a subscribe on my channel over there. Be much appreciated. Super Sammy Plays. It's slowed down recently because I've not been streaming and I'm not doing daily videos anymore. Jack, I thought you already were. Well, either way, appreciate it. Trying to get it off the ground. It is not the easiest, especially when YouTube decides not to push your videos out. Yeah, I have no idea how it's only 1-0. This is the sort of game where we draw, by the way. I thought that was about to fly in then. There is a big data league mod for German lower league, so I guess I'll have to fill my own team. There's so many mods for this game. Imagine how boring this game would be if you couldn't do stuff like that, if you didn't have an editor, if there weren't mods, if there weren't player face packs and all that sort of stuff. Finally, we get a second goal. Community is great. Yeah, you can do so much more with FM on PC than you can on console. Mostly I play on Steam Deck with all mods. Is Steam Deck any good? I've never played one. Never even thought about getting one, so I've never even looked into it. Why are you in League One? Bolton got promoted because it's FM26, not FF27, and I haven't updated or well. Oh my god, have we just? Oh my god, we nearly did draw this game. The 91st minute goal and then the 95th minute penalty that the goalkeeper saved. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. 28 shots to their 6. Unbelievable. I know there's a mod for to update it and stuff, but I'm just gonna wait until the transfer window's done because it feels pointless to update it with certain transfers and not all of it. Unbelievable. I can't believe we nearly threw that away. We got Cardiff up next, the Sheepshaggers. Cardiff. Most of the big transfers that happen in real life happened since I did the August update. I have to go, but I'll check out your YouTube. I appreciate that, Joe. I'll be back live again at 10 o'clock tomorrow, so if you're about tomorrow, I'll catch you then. If not, I'll see you when I see you, but enjoy the rest of your day, mate. Yeah, I'm just going to wait, Jack, because the end of the transfer window is usually quite busy, isn't it? Because someone moves, and then somebody else moves, and then you get like a transfer merry-go-round. I'd rather just wait and do it all. Do it all in a one hour rather than keep updating it bit by bit. Got my goalkeeper training on first session back for a new season. Who are you playing for? Is it Southampton you play for? I can't remember if it was or not. Pretty sure you said you had something to do with Southampton. Or maybe it's just that you're a fan of him. What are you playing it on? For play for Southampton, I've not been on TikTok Live. I am aware of somebody who plays first team football for maybe not a championship club, but I think they're like League One or League Two, who's regularly in Twitch chat. Tomo, are you asking me what I played on in terms of console or PC? I'm on PC, if that's what you meant. No, I was on about somebody else. He doesn't stream. He's just in this guy's chat that I don't know. He's always in there. No worries, mate. so I can get the 3D thing. Oh, the 3D Stadium mod. Yeah, I can imagine. I want to start playing football again, but my God, my hips can't handle it. I need to get. You're gonna get Apple. I don't think you can get it on MacBook. I'm not sure if you can anyway. I need to see. I need to get a proper sports physio, or go to a proper sports physio or something, or get a proper sports massage because my legs are so tight and my hips and stuff. I've never been to one, and it shows. I always do 20 minutes of physio on my back after sessions and massage the next day. Feels like quite a lot. Yeah, thank you for the likes on TikTok. I've never had anything or anything like that. I need to say something about my shoulder. My shoulder's screwed. Never had a massage. Never. I think I'd enjoy it though. Even if it is painful with a sports massage. I tell you what, right? I went to the driving range probably like 2 months ago now, and I cricked my neck, and it has been screwed ever since. I can't look that. I can only look that far. I can't turn my head all the way around. But this right shoulder and neck is all screwed from a car accident I had when I was 18 as well. And I saw someone about it probably about 7 or 8 years ago now, and he was like, "When did you have this accident?" I was like, "When I was like 18." Just like it's like 15 years ago or something. And he was like, "And you've not seen anyone till now?" And I'm like, "Nope." How's the Bolton side going? We are doing pretty well, to be fair. Lost a few games, but we are second in the league. Oh my word! I think we've played 12 games or 13 games, so still pretty early on into it. But yeah, no, but I didn't even think about that at the time. Big up Bolton. Big up Ivan Campo. Not David Turnbull. What made you choose Bolton? I had somebody coming in when I was streaming my Villa series. I had somebody, I don't know whether it's here or not, coming in going, day one of asking you to do a Bolton save, day two of asking you to do a Bolton save, day three. And I think it got to about 11 or 12 days. And I was like, well, I am planning on doing like a lower league English league save at some point. And I was like, you know what? Bolton were a Premiership side when I was a kid. I'll do Bolton. Maybe I should have done a bit of wordplay on Sam Allardyce saying is my name Sam as well. Big Sam back in charge of Bolton. Best and worst player? I think the best player is probably that Kozio Duberry. I don't know about the worst player. It's probably someone that I've not even used. Gale's good. Yeah, somebody was mentioned about Gale to Tom to play Gale yesterday, but that Sissoko had been doing really well in pre-season. How were we losing this? So but he got injured, so I brought him back in, once he come back, and he's done pretty well on that left wing. So I've kind of been swapping between him and Gale and Sissoko. Yeah, who's he on loan from? Toulouse. We're about to lose. I guess that's quite a chunk of money though, isn't it, in League One? I suppose you did get promoted though. Let's wait before I fire them up. Amount of times I've shouted something and then we've scored in that highlight. Oh, maybe not. You played LMA Manager, the original Manager game. I don't think it was the original Manager game, was it? I remember playing LMA Manager as a kid, but I don't know if it was the original one. Was LMA Manager before Championship Manager? It was definitely one of them, yeah. It was such a good game, LMA Manager was. I don't know why they ever stopped making it. Also, we've had 19 shots to their 7. How are we losing this game 2-1? Or how have we lost this game 2-1? FA Cup next. Cardiff moving to... Yeah, I'm sure they have after the beat us. I can't remember who even actually made them, to be fair. Have a look. LMA Manager. Codemasters. Codemasters is still going, apparently. It's one of the oldest British gaming studios, and in 2005 was named the best independent video game developer by Magazine Develop. First LMA Manager was in 1999. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I played Champ Manager in 98. So suggests to me that Champ Manager was first, but I wonder if it says why they stopped making them. It doesn't say anything on Wikipedia. Need to put this man on the bench. Mason Burstow's, but this is a cup match anyway, isn't it? Hemel Hempstead. You know what? Let's swap some players around, shall we? We'll leave Delby up there. Whoa, I don't do none of this stuff. Send assistant. I don't speak to the press, don't be silly. Says the series ended because console sales were insufficient. Development challenges affected next gen releases, and competition from PC-based management games made the console-oriented approach less viable. Christ alive, that was hard to say. Oh, I forgot to change him, didn't I? Ruben Rodriguez. Rotated most of the team and left him in it. He scored again. I am hungry. Hungry. And we've got absolutely no food in the house. What a miss that was. Solid first half. 15 shots to their 0. We are a Kuken. We'll take Rodriguez off, give him a little bit of a rest. We'll give you a game. Probably should have put some of the lesser players on the bench. Up the Thierry Gale. What a player. Up the Thierry Gale. Eight minutes added time in that game. Holy moly. Why are they stinking up the gaff in training? Have a bit of professionalism about you. No, I understand why he's mad. I mean, he's not playing either, to be honest, but Corey Blackett-Taylor literally might as well not be on loan here. Literally isn't getting used. Right, we're into the FA Cup second round, I want to say. First round. No, second round. We are into the second round. I knew there was something I forgot to do. Press conferences. Oh, don't do them. media. Delegate all. Right, I'm going to leave it there for today. We are 4 points off the top and 2 points off automatic promotion after 14 games. So we'll be back live again at 10 o'clock tomorrow, where we'll continue that on, see if we can make some real progress through the league. You just started your Aberdeen save. Hey, good luck. Enjoy it. And use Toby Keskinen. He's unreal. He looks terrible, but trust me, he's unbelievable. I'll be back live, like I say, I'll be back live at 10 o'clock tomorrow. So if you are about, I will catch you then. If not, I will see you when I see you.